Hey everybody, it's Dr. Sam, and I'd like to welcome you to another EyeClarity Podcast. We are at podcast 102. We've got a great show today. I've got lots of questions that I hope we will get to. And I wanted to start off by, first of all, thanking you for joining me today. If you know anybody that has any eye problems that are not getting solved, you can pass this podcast along, and you can also send them to my website, www.drsamburn.com. I'm doing another class, online holistic vision care class, September 12th from 10 to 11:15 a.m. Mountain Time. This is a class that I've done before. Now, every class I do is different because the group is different. So I'm not a cookbook guy. You probably know that about me. And I don't like to do a lot of PowerPoint presentations. We may do a short one during this one, but every class is different. So even if you've taken my other ones, this will be new. It'll be fresh. And some of the topics will include eye, brain, body, perception, exercises to strengthen your eyes, your vision. Especially, hey, we're all on screen time a lot. I'm getting more complaints. People are having eye strain, burning eyes, tearing, dry eye. Is that you? And you're not getting results. You're not wanting to do corticosteroid drops or laser surgery. You're wanting more of a natural approach. Then take this class. It's really good. I'm also going to be teaching you about energy medicine techniques, working with light, sound, breath, movement as it relates to the eyes and vision. And I'm also going to be teaching you an aromatherapy, essential oils protocol that you can use for your eyes. So if you want to register, you can go to my website, drsamburn.com, and you'll see online classes at the top. Click on that and you can register. The class costs $33. There'll be a recording that will be good for 30 days. You can look at it 24/7. You know, that's what I do. When I take classes and I can get the recording, I watch and listen to that recording over and over again. And I'm like a sponge. I just take it in. And so that's what I would suggest and recommend if you can't be live on the course. Also, when you register, you will receive a 20% discount on all of my wonderful eye products. The MSM drops, people are loving those. My eye vitamin, astaxanthin, the blue blockers, and of course, I've put up 2 of my books, Creating Your Personal Vision and Taking It In. So hope to see you. Again, you can also register on Facebook, Eventbrite, or just send us an email at appointments@drsamburn.com, and one of my team will help you register. Second thing I want to say is that for watching the show today, I want to offer you a 10% discount on all of my products, and you use the code EYES and the number 1, EYES1. If you do that, you get a 10% discount on all my products, and they're really great. So hope you take advantage. All right, well, I'm going to take 2 questions today, and they're coming off 2 posts that I did in the past couple of weeks, and it really triggered a lot of people. And so I thought that I would clarify and explain, because you know, a lot of the things that I promote, a lot of people haven't heard of, especially in eye care. So the first topic I'm going to discuss is, a lady was asking me, well, what the heck is a homeopathic lens? You say homeopathic lens, and you don't really say anything more about it. So I think I have to describe it more. So let's talk about homeopathy for a minute. In homeopathy, the medical practice suggests that we treat the person as a whole. And that's exactly what I do with people. Even though they come in for their eyes, I'm looking at how the eyes are related to their whole body. It makes sense that we are an integrated whole system, and kind of what allopathic medicine has done, Newtonian physics has done this. We see it all over the place where the world gets fragmented. And the body is not meant to be fragmented. It's integrated, it's whole. one part relates to another part. And one of the things that I've observed is that when we treat the eyes as part of the whole body, the results are fabulous. So in homeopathy, we're treating the whole person. Homeopathy comes from the Greek, meaning like disease. So what we talk about in homeopathy is like treats like. And so when we're talking about a homeopathic lens, this is a lens that's going to actually make things a little blurry for you. And it's the blurriness that if you can kind of accept it, go into it, play with it, you're going to actually get much more clarity in your naked eyesight once you take the homeopathic lenses off. So it's treating a chronic condition of blurry vision by giving you a tiny lens power. So that's another concept of homeopathy. The smaller the dose, the more dilute the dose, the stronger the effects. And that's exactly what a homeopathic lens does. So when you wear a homeopathic lens, it's a very, very tiny magnification power. And if you think about, those that turn 40 or 50 and they need magnifying glasses and you go to your local drugstore, there is no way that you can get that tiny power at the drugstore because they don't even know about it. They don't even believe in it. They don't even know about it. So you get this really strong lens and it actually makes things worse. Have you ever noticed if you wear your lenses for a time and then you take them off that things are blurrier? So it actually does the opposite of what I want you to do, which is to regain your eyesight to get more clarity. So in this homeopathic lens, it's a very tiny magnification that you wear. It's going to make the distance more blurry, so that's going to stimulate your own visual system to start becoming more activated. And when you then take that homeopathic prescription off, you're going to see things more clearly. But there's some other aspects of the homeopathic lens it's very, very healing. So number one, when you wear that lens and you wear it for up close, it actually relaxes your eyes more and it puts you into a state called the parasympathetic nervous system. So we have two states of our nervous system: our active state, which is the sympathetic nervous system, and the passive state, the relaxation state, our digestive state, which is the parasympathetic nervous system. So when you wear this lens, your heart rate goes down, your blood pressure goes down, your breathing gets deeper. You experience a sense of harmony, peace, calming with your eyes. So again, when you wear it, especially for up close, so this could be screen time and reading, it actually is a stress reliever. And the way it does that is that any lens that you put on over your eyes is going to change the light pattern into the eyes. Okay, so we know that the light pattern in a lens that's based on 20/20 at distance funnels the light in a very small part of the lens of the eye. And when you wear a homeopathic lens, what it actually does is the opposite, is it spreads the light out equally in all the areas of the retina. Now in doing this, it's going to activate the retina more. It's going to activate more of your eyeball, therefore more of your brain, therefore more of your body, all the meridians, the blood flow, the lymph, all the things that are related to this area get activated in a more balanced, harmonious state. And so the homeopathic lens is there to activate your own mechanism of being able to access a deeper resiliency in your vision. So some people don't even know what resiliency is as it relates to their vision. This would be like if you're on screen time, say 2, 3, 4, 5 hours a day, you're noticing by the end of the day, you're feeling a little tired. And the bounce back that you can say, okay, can I find something where I can recharge, where I can plug in and rejuvenate? That's what I mean by resiliency. So this homeopathic lens is a very tiny magnification lens, and you wear it mostly for your reading and your screen time. You can also wear it walking around, but you have to recognize it's going to be a little on the blurry side, and that's going to stimulate that mechanism for your visual system to relax. Remember, blur is about, it informs you to, can I relax into it? You know, these are some of the concepts that I teach where instead of fighting the blur, you go into the blur and then your eyes reset and have more clarity. And of course, because the eyes and the brain are so connected and the body is so connected to the brain and the eyes, everything relaxes and lets go. So the homeopathic lens is there to relax, open you up, create more resiliency, and ultimately give you more visual acuity. Now, it might be a lens that you wear for 3 months, and then your eyes are going to reset. For some people, they might wear this homeopathic lens for 6 months or 9 months. So it all depends on what you're bringing to the situation about your vision. So that's the homeopathic lens. I think the key to remember is that it is not a lens that's going to correct something optically. That's not the purpose of it. It's an energy lens. It's an energy medicine technique that we're changing the energy into the eyes, which creates more balance and harmony. So for all of you, I've probably confused you even more, but that's kind of the scenario about the homeopathic lens. Okay, let's go to question 2. And this was a question where I talked about the optic nerve, and when there is a disease process like glaucoma or papilledema or optic neuritis, any swelling of the optic nerve, I talked about how many times, this was in the post, there's an energetic interference in the optic nerve. And people go, what? What are you energetic? Say more, please. We don't understand what you're talking about. Okay, so I'm going to talk about it from more of a science place. We could go into metaphysics and all of that, but I'm going to keep it to cellular anatomy and physiology. So most of you know that almost every cell of the body, probably every cell of the body, has an organelle in it called the mitochondria. mitochondria, mitochondria. And these are energy generators, okay? They are so important for cellular health because what they do is they produce something called ATP. And this particular relationship that the mitochondria has with our cells is so important as it relates to our health. So what happens is if the mitochondria become disabled or they're not working full force, this sets up a situation where toxicity begins to build up on a cellular level. Now, mitochondria are everywhere in our body. They are in a very high concentration in the eye, in the retina, and the optic nerve. So if you are developing, say, a visual field loss, optic nerve atrophy, optic nerve inflammation, glaucoma symptoms, you can bet that the mitochondria are not working properly, and this is setting up inflammation, oxidative stress, metabolic waste, and eventually either cellular death, or at the very least, the cells are just not going to work. So the name of the game here is for the mitochondria to be in a situation where they can produce the energy. Now, if there's energetic interference, like I say I said in my post, then this is really targeting the mitochondria. So there's a cellular respiration that we go through, and it isn't just cellular, but we breathe, we've got circulation, blood flow, we've got lymphatic health, and if we can support better mitochondrial function, then more energy, less energetic interference, cellular health returns to normal. Now, there are many, many ways to increase the mitochondria function. I talk about things like light therapy, color therapy, any kind of lymphatic stimulation like craniosacral, acupuncture. One of the techniques is just getting more nutrients into your eyes and your body using natural eye drops. Using something called infrared or near infrared light is another way to produce more health in the mitochondria. So the key here is to note that we're all an energy system. Even though, we have a physical body, we have structure, really what's behind that, what makes our bodies go, especially on an eye level, because the currency of what we see is with light, that if we can produce more energy on a cellular level, automatically more oxygen comes in, more metabolic waste leaves, better respiration, less oxidative stress, less inflammation. So when we have these diagnoses like glaucoma, and that's a big one of the things I say is we have to protect our optic nerve. And we can do this through increasing omega-3 fatty acids, taking the ginkgo herb, using another herbal remedy called coleus, an amino acid called taurine, all the carotenoids that I talk about, eating a diet that's anti-inflammatory. This is really important. Reducing your stress levels, getting better sleep. Okay, these are all things that we should be doing. And I would add another one, which is increasing our microbiome in the gut, the good bacteria. Toxicities are one way that we have an interference in the good bacteria in our gut, and this affects us very negatively. But that's the relationship between energetic interference and optic nerve. So I hope that's helpful. Thank you so much for the question. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to call it a day. I want to thank you for tuning in. As always, spread the word. If you know somebody that would be interested in what I'm talking about, please send it along. And I will see you next time. And until then, everybody, take good care.